Hi, Andrea. I'm
Hi.
excited to be able to chat with you a little bit today. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people waited until today to schedule their interviews. So I've had I think you're my fourth so far today, which is fantastic because I love just visiting with people and talking to them. But anyway, so there's going to be a lot of posting, which will be fantastic. But
Yeah.
go ahead and introduce yourself in case people don't know who you are.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm excited to be here and look at us last minuters, but we're getting it in. Okay.
That's
I
right.
I am Andrea Merrill. I have my master's degree in Science of Psychology of Applied Behavioral Analysis, and I'm a keynote writer and TEDx strategist in behavioral psychology. I love architecting transformative career defining talks for thought leaders and executives. I like to blend behavioral science with storytelling, mastering craft psychology driven messages that captivate audiences and elevate their authority.
I love that. That's awesome. Everybody should
Thank
have one
you.
of you. We all need to have that masterful talk, that
Yes.
captures attention and instead of just, we've all been in audiences where the talk just is not hitting and
Yeah.
and it's painful not only for the
Yeah.
person on stage but for the audience.
Yes. Yes. It's a thing. It happens a lot, but I want to debunk it. I want it to go away so I can truly support the authority driven, storyteller driven authorities out in the world.
Amen, sister.
Yeah.
That is for sure. So what made you decide to go into this? Because with behavioral psychology, you could have gone into social work, you could have, done
Yeah.
so many things. So
Yeah.
tell us your story.
I actually have a crazy story. I used to be a previous behavior and trauma therapist for high profile cases here in Arizona. So
Oh,
those
wow.
murder cases, rape cases that you see on TV. I did that for quite some time. And I actually almost died pregnant with my fifth child. So that's
Oh
actually
my
what led
gosh.
me into what I do today. I started off actually as a website designer, branding designer, SEO strategist, and then I learned through helping them and the messaging that I would pull out that we actually, through their stories, they landed around $80 million collectively throughout all of my clients. So I was
Wow.
like, this is what I need to be doing. So I made that full pivot around 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh. Just 2 years ago. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you have 5 kids. Oh
I
my
have five
gosh.
kids. Yeah, yeah. And I've been in business for 7 years, but yes, 2 years finally being like the voice is where it's at. And that's honestly how I grew my business. I landed $12,500 the first 7 days in business. And I truly believe that it is because of the voice. And by me also showcasing what I could do, being able to just show up as an authority and really be able to use my communication to effectively help them.
That's amazing. I love that. That
Yeah.
it just and the thing too is a lot of us are confident in our abilities, like, whatever it is that we're doing, we know how to do. But to be able to articulate that in a way that resonates with, the audience or whoever you're speaking to, that is a game changer because then you go from it just being a story and you communicating that and your passion for whatever it is to or from, oh, I got to make a sale, because
Right.
you don't have to think about it when you're coming from your authentic self and your heart, and it's just like, this is what I do, and if I can help you, great, and if I can't help you, then that's fine too. It was
Yeah.
great meeting you. So
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely been a game changer for my clients. I know recently my client told me she had 82 signups from the stage. She recently did this last week. So when I
wow.
got that, I was like, "Oh my gosh." And we weaved in 3 offers into her 30-minute presentation and nobody could even tell.
Wow, and that is magic,
Yeah.
because nobody likes being sold to,
Yeah,
I mean, it just feels yucky, and
it
it feels
does.
yucky as the person delivering it because you're selling to them, and
Right.
so people are just really wanting to get to know, do I like you? Do I trust you? Do I feel like I could hang out with you? And, after they passed all that, then it's like, okay, I'm going to call Andrea and let's have her help me work on my talk,
Yeah.
or, that kind of a thing. So that is really an art to knowing how to do that, and to be able to pull that story out of people,
Yeah.
because a lot of times, like when I first transitioned out of being a stay-at-home mom to going and having a career at the age of 50, I was like, I don't have anything to say. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't have anything to offer or whatever. But I obviously did.
Yeah.
And I think as women, especially, we tend to um dampen or shrink, or you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway,
Yeah,
but
we definitely suppress our voice. It is
that's
something
it.
that we always do. I know, like in our generation, we're told be quiet, be a good little girl, sit to the side, like don't make a mess, don't make a fuss. But now we need to be using our voice more so than ever and teach our daughters this and our sons this and anybody else that we come into contact with. It is such an important piece. And when we can be so authentic, I love what I do because my keynotes, so that keynote gal that I just talked about, she actually learned that in less than 11 days because she knows her
Wow.
story so well. And I was able to bring in the other pieces and just make it really effortless. And I like teaching my clients how to learn by touching their body parts versus reading it over and over again.
Oh, that's really interesting. I've never heard of that before. I'm
Yeah.
excited to learn more about
Yeah.
that.
Thanks.
So you said that you have been to one Empower and Elevate conference previous to this?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Awesome. And tell me your thoughts after you either going into it or coming away from it.
So I was really nervous going to it. I'm actually an introvert, so I get a little I want to sit in the corner. And I actually had an amazing time. The women were so inviting. They all talked to me. I love how one woman just like grabbed my arm and was like pulled me around to everybody and I got names and numbers and it was just a really amazing experience. I love listening to the speakers, them being able to also articulate, their message and their voice and putting it out there. So I met Andy there and she is
Love Andy.
phenomenal. I love her. And I just feel like I met, a new best friend, right? Like it's
Yes.
really nice. And I love how the women are in that room.
And it's funny because the first time that I went, I was a little bit, reserved too, because I didn't know a lot of people going into it, and that was the same feeling that I had. I just felt
Yeah.
so welcomed. I felt, people were just so friendly, and the thing is too is if you happen to be a little bit more reserved or you are an introvert, there are plenty of people there that are going to just, like you said, grab you by the arm and say, okay, who do you need to meet? Let's go introduce you, and
Yeah.
it's just such a warm and inviting group of women. And I love that they're all there to support each other, and they might be further ahead on the journey than you are, and they are happy to share their resources or experiences, or be a mentor to you. Or there's people that are less further along that need that mentor and that guidance, and just to
Yeah.
know that you're not alone. And especially as female entrepreneurs, and I don't know if it's like the mom and grandma in me that I just kind of like, I need to feel like I can do it all myself.
Right. Yes.
But that is so wrong. We need to let other people help us.
Yeah.
And because not only is it a blessing to us not having to do everything, but it's a blessing to them to be able to step up and take some of that load away from you.
Yeah.
And I found that a lot with this conference is, people have stepped up and said, let me be your marketing partner. Let me fix your automations for you. Let me be the photographer or whatever. And I'm just like, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. I
I will
love
all the
that.
help I can get, because it takes a lot to put something like this together. And I want to have the opportunity, give the opportunity for other people to shine, because that's really
Yeah.
what this is about, is letting the women show up and shine and be there for each other. And I just love this community that Colleen has curated and developed, and I'm so excited. She's going to be the MC this year, so she's still going to be there
Woo!
participating and bringing her amazingness. And I'm so excited. And it's Friday. It's like so soon.
Yeah, it is so soon. It is right here.
Yes, I know it. I'm so excited. So if you have not gotten your tickets yet, you can go to empowerandelevateconference.com. You can use the promo code EMPOWER to get your ticket for $47. And we are just so excited to see everybody there. And we are going to do a food drive. I don't think I've been mentioning this, but we're doing a food drive to benefit the House of Refuge.
Oh,
And their food pantry not only serves their community and their organization, but it serves the entire Maricopa County. So the food need is great out there, really, right now. So anybody that can bring a food donation, it would be much appreciated. And tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
yeah, well, thank you so much, and I'll be donating again this year.
Thank
And you can
you.
get a hold of me by going to Instagram, and it's the Andrea Merrill.
Awesome. Perfect. And I will post that and tag you when I post this video. Thank you
Amazing.
so much for taking this time. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. It's been so much fun to be able to visit with everybody and just have a chance to get to know you and have that conversation. Because a lot of times during the events, we don't have that
Well, it's
time to
busy.
actually just, have a one-on-one. So this is great. And it gives everybody the opportunity that watches this to get to know you before heading in. So once they get there, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I know Andrea. So,
Yeah, I love that. That is so great. Thank you so much.
oh, you are so welcome. I appreciate you and look forward to seeing you on Friday.
Me too.